Hello everybody, good evening. Thank you for coming for the scientific paper writing class. So for me, this is the last class for theoretical part, like how to write a paper. But this is the last part. I will show you how to manage the citation and reference. Okay? So, and tonight I will talk about citation and reference, and I will show you how to use the Mendeley software, right? Like maybe for your paper, you have to cite 100 papers, right? Even you want to submit a certain journal, right? Every journal has different styles. Like, say for example, atmospheric research has a certain style. You have to follow. But okay, when you paper you have to follow the another journal. So if you do manually, it will kill your time. And it's like time consuming. Like you have to do by yourself one by one. Like if you miss one comma or like semicolon, there is a different styles. Like even the okay, there is a year, which year paper was published, right? Then you have to write the year. Maybe some journal use the bracket, some journal okay use the column. But if you do manually, it will take more time and you need to waste your time, right? Even in sometimes like you can't do accurate. So that's why Mendeley. Okay, why do you need to use Mendeley? Even there is other like Endo. Why we are using the Mendeley? Do you have any idea? Like there is another like EndNote. Even you can use EndNote. Like you are using Facebook. Even you can use the Twitter. But you know the difference, like? So why do we use Mendeley? Like most of the people use Mendeley, don't use that EndNote. Do you know why? If you know the difference between Facebook and Twitter, so you know this. Like EndNote, you have to pay. This for Lauban. Yeah, Mendeley is free. It's like, yeah, most important thing is like you don't have to pay. Did you get it? But EndNote, you have to pay. But you can do by using both Mendeley and EndNote. It's free. It's like Elsevier. You know the journal Elsevier, right? This is the Elsevier product. So now, please share your ideas. Why do you need to cite related papers, not the whole papers? Right? I'm doing research on tropical cyclone. Related, in tropical cyclones, there can be more than thousands of papers, right? But I don't need to cite thousands of papers. So that's why I say it should be related papers. Like you're working on aerosol. In aerosol, there can be thousands of papers, but you don't need thousands of papers. So it should be specific, not one, maybe 10 or 100 or maybe 50 papers. It depends on your, like in tropical cyclone, I'm working on rainfall. Some people using the like El Nino, like teleconnection, or some people using like just doing the activity, etc., etc. Or some people using the modeling, work model. I'm using the machine learning. So you need to find out what is your paper on and which topic are you doing research. So you need to find the specific papers in Google Scholar or maybe in Google or in ResearchGate. If you search your paper with the keywords, then you will find papers. That's why I said related papers. You don't need to read the whole papers, right? Then, why do you need to add a complete reference? Why? Please share your ideas. And speak loudly because I'm recording for the outside. Huh? Yeah, of course. It can be right or wrong, whatever. Just share your ideas. We are learning, right? Okay.
So as far as I know, we present references because
Speak loudly.
in order to know
Mm-hmm.
who's and who, the people
Mm-hmm.
who has made the research before
Mm-hmm.
and what was their related idea.
Mm-hmm.
So
This is one reason. Any other reasons?
And to make your paper well-known that, or to show that your research has not been made drastically according to your idea.
Mm-hmm.
To show.
Okay, thank you for your ideas. Any idea? Mm-hmm.
I think you need to cite the paper
Mm-hmm.
in order to have a solid background and also to count on other people's research in order to reinforce your own research. For example, in the 19th century, a lot of scientists based their own research on previous scientists.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you develop and value to your research. So I think citing other related papers will add more credibility to your paper. Maybe on your own, but it's
No, it's okay, it's good. So now, I want to know, what does it mean research? Why do you need to do the research? Research means something what? So for example, this brother has done research on, I'm working machine learning, but the tropical cyclone rainfall. But this brother has made paper on machine learning. Say for example, use SBL for prediction tropical cyclone rainfall over Pakistan. But now I want to do research on the same thing. Like I will also use the SBL, the support vector machine. Then I want to predict a physical rainfall. But if I do the same thing, my paper will not be published. Why? Research means something new.
You didn't add any
Yes,
knowledge.
that's been something new, right? So in introduction, most of the time we cite in introduction that is called the literature review. Like we are justifying our research. Okay, this guy have done this research. You can't say without citation, without reference, okay, this is my new research, right? I'm doing. So you need to justify your research by citing the related papers and add a complete reference. Like I'm reading your paper, you said, okay, my name is Jalal. Jalal about 2020 have done this research. I need this reference. Maybe I want to read this paper, or you will read this paper. Is really Jalal 2020 write publish these papers or not? Maybe sometime you write, okay, this guy, what is the evidence, right? That's why we need to put the reference. Other people who can access your paper and read the paper, yeah, it really means something new, right? Another thing, maybe you copy from other. This is called the plagiarism. Yeah, you copy from others. I say, so you need to rephrase. You need to paraphrase. You need to rewrite the ideas. However, you need to put the citation. Who said this? Maybe this is not your idea. You need to put the citation. Otherwise, your paper will be rejected. Must. Even sometimes it can be like happen something, you can lose your degree. You know that? It's very serious academic crime. If you copy from others, you need to do something by yourself. This is a new system. When you submit your thesis, this is a new system. It will be the national system. They will check plagiarism. They will check everything. From where did you copy? Yeah, you can copy, but there is a label. Right? So that's why we need to cite the related papers and add references. Yeah.
For copying, I think they are using software to see how much you can copy. Is there a certain percentage?
No, like even in references, like it depends on some journals they allow 20% or 30%. Say for example, you reference, you could change the reference. Did you get it? Reference should be the same. Maybe the style is different. Even like citation, Jalal level 2020, you have to write like this. So these are common things. You can't change. That's why it's 30% or below 30% or 20%, 80% of the journal. Yeah. But whatever you copy from others, took from others, you need to paraphrase. You need to rewrite. Right? So that's why we need to use the use citation and reference. Okay. So now I will show you the Mendeley. I already sent this guideline. So you just copy this link. Then you will find this. So here there is the options. Maybe you are the desktop users. So if you are desktop users, then use this one. Maybe you are Lavan, you are using the Mac. Okay, there is option. Also for Linux. So first you need to download. It's free. Okay. Then reference and citation management. You need to follow the 7 steps. If you can follow the 7 steps, then you have done, right? So like first, the step, you need to download and install the Mendeley. Then you need to register, like if you are a new user, right? You need to create an account. Then you need to log in with your email and password. Like when you finish installation, there will be pop-up windows. So here, you need to put your email and password, right? But if you are a new user, you first need to register. You need to set your password. You need to keep remember. Then you log in with your email and password. Then you can check here, it's still logging. You don't need to log in again and again, right? Okay. Then you need to sign in. After that, you need to connect with Microsoft Word, right? We often write in Microsoft Word. Where will be our paper? We will write our paper on Microsoft Word, right? So you need to link. That's why you need to install this plugin. So say for example, I have already Mendeley. So if you have the Mendeley, you see, I have already installed the Microsoft Word plugin. For your case, if you are very new, then it will show you install Microsoft Word plugin. Just you need to install this one. Then open the Microsoft Word. It will show you install Mendeley. So first here, you need to check here. You need to connect with Microsoft Word, right? Are you following me? Or just listening? It's up to you. Okay? You are not kids. So it's up to you. Then you need to open Microsoft Word, right? If you open the Microsoft Word, you will see this insert citation, then you will see the different style. Like you can select here. Then you can insert citation, right? I will show you practically. Just wait. Then you need to select the reference style. So here, there is a style of journal. You know your journal name, right? But if it is fake journal, it will not show here. It should be the recognized LSB or whatever, Springer or MDPI or Willy, etc., etc. Even some journals from the university, but it recognized. It has the index, right? If it is fake, then you'll not find your journal here. Okay, so then we need to also insert the bibliography. That means the reference. This is a citation. Citation is like in the text, we use this citation. It has different styles. Some journals use only dot, right? But some also you need to put comma. It depends on your journal. So we add the name, just a name. If it is more authors, then we just use et al. Then the year of the publish, right? But in reference, you need to give the full, like a complete reference, like that author's name, then what was title, And where is published the journal name, then the DOI. You know the DOI. DOI is a digital object identifier. So anyone can find your papers. Okay, this is the thing you have done. So let me show you the practical. So here there is many papers. Okay, so if you want to cite this paper, say for example, I want to cite this paper. So first, what you need to do, you need to add this file to the Mendeley library first. Like for me, I have this already. So in file, you can add files, or you just drag and drop. Even here is fine. Two options I have already. So you can add manually, or you can use this one, plus sign. That's when you want to add your paper, right? And which paper do you want to cite? Even you can add folder. Maybe you have the 20 papers. You don't want to one by one add here. So you just add folders, right? Then you can synchronize your papers. And then like here, sometimes like we don't have a paper, maybe it's PPT or like, what should I say, is a report, or maybe something has published in the paper, newspaper, but it's relevant to your paper, relevant to your research work, so you want to cite. So then you can add manually. But this is not a paper, so you need to add. And every journals have the styles, like if it is book, there is a style. If it is journal paper, there is a style. But if it is like say for example, newspapers, there is option. Okay, let me show you. So you can add manually. Okay. Let me show you this one. You see, this is not a paper. Like WMO, this scientist, made one report on tropical cyclone. That's why I say you need to give the online, like the website link. And when you access, you need to give the date and time. These are like common style. This is not a publication, right? This is like somewhere from the internet, like WM website. So that's why you need to give who wrote this, who published this article, or like newspapers. This is then available online. You need to give the accurate online link. Then when did you access this? These are start. Okay. Yeah.
I have a question with, the name of journal, like International Journal of Climatology. Here it's like it's become abbreviation. Is it Mendeleev who did it, or
No, for this thing you need to add manually. Or you don't need to use Mendeley, you can do by yourself. Just you need to follow the journals. For this, like for papers, it's fine. You just put your papers to Mendeley. Mendeley will do for everything for you. But only maybe this will be not like for my paper I have only one. Maybe your papers are 2 or 3 newspapers you use, right? So it's not too many.
I have a second one.
Mm-hmm.
You see this abbreviation like International Journal of Climatology? Like you have this one.
First one?
No.
Where?
This one. This.
Oh, of course, this is depends on the, you should, like, you don't need to do manually. You just select the journal, I will show now. Yeah, you should, of course. In every journal has different style.
Yes, because some paper they.
Yeah, I will show that practically. It depends on the journal. This journal is like this. Maybe the another journal is another style, but you should have. It's not the whole.
My question is it Mendeleev who abbreviate this? Who did it? Is it Mendeleev who did it?
She's asking that does this Mendeley have done this or
Yeah, Mendeley will do for you. Everything Mendeley will do for you. I'm coming. What I said in my lecture? I said everything Mendeley will do for you. You just select the journal.
I use also Mendeley, but it's come long.
No, maybe it depends on, maybe you are not good at Mendeley. You need to handle this one. Even sometimes you need to update. Say for example, in the last week, I have many papers. Last week I used another journal. And their journal was different. And yesterday night, one paper got my minor user. So, this is a different journal. When I will use this journal, I need to check. I need to change the journal settings. Even sometimes I need to update. Even sometimes, be careful. Like here is the account. Can you see? If you register here, sometime maybe if you are logging, you need to log in. Like Mendeley has online version, online library. So you need to log in first. You are using Mendeley, but Mendeley has online. Mendeley has like Google Scholar. Clear a different index there, like they will find your paper. So sometimes you need to log in. Or maybe you need to synchronize. If you see something like abnormal, then you need to check. Or the best way, you should download one paper from any journal. Like I want to submit an episode research. What I do, I just download one paper. And I see the one reference. And I check in Mendeley. What Mendeley did for me, right? If it is okay, good. Continue. Just take one. Did you get it? Okay, let me finish the practical example, right? So here, I want to cite one paper. But before I do, there is a style, nature, climate dynamics. Like I want to submit my paper in climate dynamics. So maybe this is not for you, right? So you need to style here, more style. Here, you need to search here, your paper. Like say for example, natural hazards. Say for example, I want to submit here. You know that this is the Elsevier journal, IMSA factor 2 point something, right? You need to install. Install, right? Then come here. You search natural hazards. This one, right? There is option, use this style. Clear? Even you see for the nature is saying update available. Sometimes you need to update. Maybe the journal had changed something. Did you get it? Mendeley will do for you, but you need to check. Just spend 2 minutes. Just check. This is a machine. That's why we need to check. Now I want to use this journal, and done. And you see, natural hazards came here. Okay, let's see. Different journal has different style. Let me show you. So insert citation. There is 2 options. If you know the author's name, you can search here. Or if you don't know the author's name, go to Mendeley. There is option. So Mendeley has many papers, right? Like I want to cite this one. Then you select. Then there is option citation. You see? These are natural hazards. Like if I change to climate dynamics, now we need to insert bibliography. These are style for climate dynamics. You see the journal name. Mendeley will do for you. Even every comma, like you see, in the year, the published year within bracket, right? Now let's see, change the journal name. Nature. You see, Nature has changed the style. You don't need to do by yourself. Now let me change the another journal. Natural hazards, like this. Maybe, okay, atmospheric research. You see, there will be comma. So you don't have to do by yourself. Mendeley will do for you. It's free. Then, like in atmosphere, is different style. This is like my paper, MDPI, atmosphere. You see 1, 2, 3. Even if you see the reference with, yeah, you see the square bracket by number. Okay, so Mendeley has made the same. So it's better to download one paper and check with the Mendeley. That's it, it's finished. It's very simple, but if you know, simple, but if you don't know, One thing, now there can be a question. Even I made some videos on citation reference and somebody asked me the question, okay, maybe in my library I have 100 papers, but I don't want to download. You see, this is my library, my computer. So I added these files in my Mendeley library, right? But you say, okay, I don't want to download 100 papers. So what will be the option? Let me show you. There is also option if you know that. That's why you need to log in with your account. You click here. You need to sign in. Okay. Now, I don't want to download this paper. Maybe you are in China, you are in Buddhist, you can download freely. Or there is Science Hub, you can download, like you have the paper. Say for example, somebody in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, there is no option to access the journal paper freely. So you don't have to download the whole papers, but you want to cite the papers. There is an option, like you just copy this title. You know the title, right? Even you will find in title. So then there is option like search. So there is option in search, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, search option. You just search here. This paper, right? Here, the option add to library. You need to add this paper on library. Just you click on reference edit. Is do that and open it, the Mendeley. Can you see this paper here? I just added this paper. I don't need to download. So now I can cite this paper. Insert, go to library, you see this paper, and cite. You can cite from the, like, online. You don't need to download. So there is a, if you use the Mendeley, it will save your time. It will not waste your time, right? You can do everything by yourself. Okay, thank you so much. Any question? Yeah, Lava.
Another thing, usually in plagiarism,
Mm-hmm.
what is the censorship of plagiarism? Does it mean like, for example, there are some sentences that may be similar to one research paper that you have found on a reference. So, can you clarify more on this? Does it mean that ideologically you don't have to use the same